What is it about your presence that makes your male cat go into a long, slow stretch? Something he seems to save only for the exact moment you walk into view. Is it a coincidence, or is it just about loosening up? This oddly specific behavior is loaded with meaning, and your cat may be trying to say more than you think. Here are 9 reasons he does it. Number 9. Calming excitement. Did you ever notice your male cat doing a long, slow stretch the second you walk into the room? Like he's trying to shake something off? That's not just a random movement. In many cases, it's his way of calming himself down. Male cats especially can build up a burst of excitement when they see someone they trust or admire. Instead of bouncing off the walls, they stretch. It's their way of regulating that sudden energy spike. This kind of stretch isn't lazy, it's strategic. Male cats tend to be more territorial and reactive, so when they feel stimulated, their bodies tense without them realizing it. A stretch helps them reset both physically and mentally. You might notice his tail flick just slightly, or he blinks slowly right after. It's like he's saying, "Okay, I see you. I'm cool. Let's act normal." The movement helps discharge tension while also letting you know he's tuned in. If you want to support this behavior, let him finish the full stretch before reaching out or calling him over. It's a small but powerful moment where he's regulating his own excitement. Don't interrupt it. Number 8. Practice dominance. You might think that when your male cat stretches in front of you, he's just trying to get comfy, but it could actually be him trying to assert his dominance. After all, stretching seems like a peaceful, laid-back move, not a power play. But when a male cat stretches in front of you, it's his way of showing confidence, almost like saying, "I'm in charge here." It's not a submissive move, it's a sign that he feels secure in his space and wants to reinforce his position. This behavior is especially common if your cat sees you as part of his territory. Cats, especially males, are territorial creatures, and stretching in your presence is his way of staking a claim. It's a reminder that while you might think of him as a cute, cuddly companion, he also has a strong need to establish control over his environment. Number 7. Routine habit. Male cats thrive on predictable routines, and stretching can become one of their habitual responses when they see you, especially if it's tied to the timing of your movements. Maybe you always come home around the same hour or head to the kitchen first thing in the morning. Your cat picks up on that pattern, and over time, stretching becomes part of his automatic reaction. It's not random. It's his way of syncing with the rhythm he expects from you. This habit isn't always about expressing emotion or demanding something. Instead, it reflects how observant cats really are. A male cat might stretch right when you wake up, or every time you return from work, not because he's always feeling playful or affectionate, but because that's when he usually sees you, and his body gets used to reacting in a certain way. It's like his internal clock is triggered the moment you show up. Number 6. Greets you. You enter the house and there's your male cat in the deepest sleep, completely zonked out. But the second he hears the door creak open, his eyes snap open, and he stretches his body in a full-on wake-up routine. What's going on? Cats often stretch after waking up, but when your cat does it as soon as you enter, it's his way of saying, "I'm awake and I'm happy to see you." It's an instinctual movement that helps activate their muscles, but it can also be a sign of affection or joy when he recognizes you as his favorite human. Acknowledging this behavior with a gentle pet or speaking softly to him can reinforce this positive greeting. Over time, your cat will begin to associate your arrival not just with his stretch, but with receiving attention and care, further deepening your bond. Number 5. Seek attention. You've probably heard that cats are independent creatures who love to do their own thing and enjoy being alone. But have you ever noticed your male cat stretching and looking at you like he's asking for attention? I am sure you have. When your cat stretches in front of you, especially when you're distracted, like typing away on your laptop or watching TV, it's a subtle but clear sign that he's trying to grab your attention. It might feel like he's politely saying, "I'm here, don't forget about me." Cats are observant, and they quickly notice when your attention is elsewhere, so they use stretching as a gentle reminder to refocus on them. It's their way of competing for your attention, and it's hard to ignore that adorable stretch right in front of you. So, simply just take a pause and show your acknowledgement. You don't have to drop everything, but a quick pet or a few words of affection can satisfy his need for attention and keep your bond strong. Number 4, trust and safety. What if I tell you that when your male cat stretches in front of you, he's not just loosening up, but actually revealing how safe he feels around you? In the wild, stretching is a vulnerable act. It exposes the belly, relaxes the muscles, and removes any defensive posture. So, when your cat does this the moment you enter the room, he's telling you something powerful without a single sound. He trusts you. Cats don't display this kind of body language around just anyone. If your male cat stretches openly when you're near, it's his way of saying he doesn't see you as a threat. In fact, you're part of his secure zone. This subtle gesture is a sign of emotional ease, almost like he's saying, "You're here, and I'm safe now." You might see this happen when you walk into the room after a long day, or when he follows you and plops down before stretching out. Number 3, expressing affection. You might think your male cat stretches in front of you because he's just being lazy. But what if I told you it's actually his way of showing affection? When a cat stretches, it's putting itself in a vulnerable position, completely relaxed, with its belly exposed. This is a sign that he trusts you. Cats don't typically stretch like this unless they feel safe and comfortable. If your male cat stretches in front of you, it's a clear message that he's not just hanging around. He's showing you he's emotionally connected and at ease in your presence. This behavior is also linked to a cat's natural instinct to communicate and bond. Cats have scent glands on their paws, and stretching helps them mark their territory. In your case, the territory might not just be his favorite spot on the couch, but also you. By stretching when you're around, your cat is not only stretching his muscles, but also reaffirming his bond with you. Number 2, muscle stiffness. Why do you think humans stretch when they get up or after sitting for too long? Well, your male cat might be doing the same thing for a very similar reason: muscle stiffness. Just like us, cats experience muscle tightness, especially after long periods of rest or sleep. When a male cat stretches, it's actually a physical response to loosen up tight muscles. Cats, especially those who spend a lot of time napping or lounging around, can accumulate stiffness in their bodies, just like humans. Stretching helps to relieve that tension and increase flexibility, making it easier for them to move around without discomfort. So, the next time your male cat stretches in front of you, think of it as him doing what we do after a long day or a nap, loosening up and getting his body ready for whatever comes next. It's all about keeping his muscles in good shape and feeling comfortable in his own body. Number 1, anticipating food. Have you ever noticed your male cat stretching right before mealtime, almost as if he's getting ready for something exciting? Well, it's not just a coincidence. Your cat's stretch might actually be a sign that he's anticipating food. Just like humans can get excited before a meal, cats have their own way of expressing hunger or excitement when they know food is coming. Stretching is part of how they prepare for action. When your male cat stretches, It's like he's priming his body for the movement he'll need to get to his food bowl quickly once the meal is served. This behavior is deeply tied to their instinctual nature. Cats, especially those with strong hunting or food-driven instincts, have learned to associate certain cues, like the sound of food being prepared or the sight of you entering the room, with feeding time. The stretch is almost like a warm-up, as though your cat is saying, "I'm ready